Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Is title challenging for Arsenal has gone, or do they still have a chance to compete against Manchester City for Premier League title? Because at the moment, according to David Ornstein, Arsenal's the important players, two important players, which is William Saliba and Zinchenko, ruled out for the rest of the season. This is a huge news for Arsenal, and of course incredibly bad news for Arsenal. Alright, so David Ornstein claimed that Arsenal defenders William Saliba plus Zinchenko out for rest of the season. Saliba has not recovered sufficiently from the back injury, and Zinchenko picked up a calf problem at Newcastle, but the news is neither expected to be require surgery. Okay, so which means this season is over for Zinchenko and William Saliba, which means title challenge and title hope for Arsenal is still alive, but it's like most unlikely for them, because William Saliba and Auslin Zinchenko, Auslander Zinchenko has been outstanding for Arsenal, and these two players has been huge important for Arsenal, especially how they want to play. The better play from the Arsenal is totally dependent on the Zinchenko. So if Arteta use Kieran Tierney for Zinchenko, he cannot play like Zinchenko did. So that is a huge difference between Kieran Tierney and Zinchenko, and we all knew how much impact William Saliba injury has impact on Arsenal, because William Saliba has not played for Arsenal since the March 16 against after he picked up the injury against Sporting Lisbon at the second half of Europa League. After that, Mikel Arteta has used like a player like Rob Holding right now, Kiwior. So they both has been not that bad, but they cannot replace, and they cannot replace and they cannot play like William Saliba did. That's why we all knew how much Saliba injury has impact on Arsenal, and they conceded a lot of goals after they have missed Saliba. So right now another one is Zinchenko, and he's gonna miss the rest of the season. So it is a huge injury, but new for Arsenal. Zinchenko is basically the main player when it comes to playing a better for Arsenal. Okay, they trying to play from the back, they trying to play to control the midfield, they trying to attack from the wide area. When they try to attack from the wide area, they need one midfielder from one player to help on especially left hand side to help Gabriel Martinelli. So Granit Xhaka have to go on the left and upper position, and then Zinchenko is replace him, and he play alongside Thomas Partey. So Arsenal better plays is very so much depend on Zinchenko, because Zinchenko is the main player when it's come to better playing for Arsenal. That's why this is an injury bad news for Arsenal. What I mean by that is, okay, so in my opinion, does the title challenge for Arsenal is over? My opinion, yes, because even they don't have an injury, like even the Zinchenko didn't get the injury or injury, I think Manchester City already have it's like a 90% of the chance to win the Premier League title, because Manchester City played one less game than Arsenal, and they are 1 point clear, which means if Manchester City can win, which is they are going to win, it's like one game in hands, and it's gonna be like a 4 point clear Arsenal, which means it is very unlikely for Manchester City to drop the points. It is very unlikely to see the drop in the point from Manchester City. So even Manchester City could drop points in coming games, where Arsenal gonna be win all the rest of the game, I'm not sure about it. Okay, sometimes they have been struggling a lot, okay, without the William Saliba. They concede a lot of sloppy goals, they concede goal easily. That's why Saliba is so important for Arsenal. Okay, and then now Zinchenko is not that good in my opinion when it's come to defending, but he is very important for Arsenal to to play the better player, to play from the back, to control the midfield. He's been outstanding for the rest of the season consistently. So he got an injury, and then it is how can I say, it's the season over for both of them, of course, and then I think it's gonna be title challenge is gonna be over for Arsenal. You might not agree with me if you are Arsenal fan, but of course you still have a chance. But the reason is, can you win the games? Can you win the rest of the games? If you want to win the Premier League, you need to win the rest of the games, because Manchester City is not gonna drop points. It's very unlikely to see Manchester City drop points the rest of the season. That's why it is not only depend on Arsenal, and it's not only depend on Manchester City either, but actually it's only depend on Manchester City, because Arsenal got no chance. Even though they won all the games, they have to make sure to watch that Manchester City will drop points. If Manchester City will not drop points anymore the rest of the season, Arsenal got no chance, because it's like a 4-point clear of Arsenal the Manchester City is. That's why I think for Arsenal, this huge injury is injury news is painful. They has been so good consistently all the years, all the season. Okay, and then the season is about to finished, and it's like 3 or 4 game left to play. That's why it is a very important time for Arsenal, but they've got the 2 biggest injury for their team, which is it is very unlikely for them to compete against Manchester City until the rest of the season. So that's why I think Arsenal title challenging season is over. What do you think about this situation, guys? Do you think Arsenal got no chance after Zinchenko and William Saliba are ruled out of the rest of the season? Make sure on the comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.